Welcome to the channel BekbolBoxing. Not everybody knows, but there's a video out there on YouTube where Dmitry Bivol himself, the undisputed champion, shows his full boxing workout from the beginning to the end. He literally stands there and explains every detail, every exercise, every rep, every set, and how to perform the techniques in a proper way. In my morning workout, I tried that workout, and honestly, that's one of the most effective workouts for boxers. The only thing about this video is that Dmitry Bivol explains everything in Russian language. And I know there are a lot of fans, a lot of people who love Soviet style and who trying to learn the Soviet style, but most of them speak in English and doesn't understand Russian language. And the things Bivol says in that video, the tips he gives are very important, and we all need to know them. I, for example, know everything. I understand. I did those tips he gave me, the proper techniques, how to do them. And with that, in this video, I want to just help you break down the video, give you outline of the workout so it's gonna be easier. So you go ahead and try the workout as well. Like every other workout, Dmitry Bivol's workout, the duration of the workout is like 1.5 to 2 hours long. Like every other workout, each workout has the beginning, the body, and the end. In the beginning, you usually warm up. In the body, you do the most hard part like bag work, shadow boxing, or sparring. And in the end, you do stretching to get that tension off. So with that, let's get into the video and watch the Dmitry Bivol's full workout. So the video has over 800,000 views, and a lot of people seen this video, but I know still some of you guys don't know about this video. It was 5 years ago at the time when Dmitry Bivol became world champion in professionals, and he just simply shows his workout when he is in off season. He said that he does this workout whenever he doesn't have a fight. The purpose of this workout, just to have your muscles stabled, just to be in shape and work on more like punching motions, because it's a heavy back and medicine ball targeted workout. So Bivol starts his workout either from running or jump rope. He says that first he warms up his cardiovascular system, like cardiovascular muscles. First of all, he warms up his heart, like it's either jump rope or the running. In this video, he starts with 10 to 15 minutes of jump rope. So yeah, here he's just jumping on a freestyle, and the one thing mentioned that the shoulders has to be loose, your legs, your toes, everything has to be loose, and you need to pay attention just to be warming up. Yeah, like here he is explaining the thing that your shoulders should be loose, like you need to swing with loose arms as well. So he does some of the explosive moves like this, and other than that he jumps just shifting weights between his legs. Sometimes he lifts his knees up as well. So after jumping 10 to 15 minutes, he said that his organism, his body is warmed up, and now it's ready to get stretching. He starts his stretching from the big parts like his legs, his thighs, his legs, like ankles and everything like that, and also his arms. And he warms up mostly with a rubber band. He uses a rubber band. Rubber band is really useful tool, and in this video he uses quite a lot. So first he does this exercise for your thighs. He's saying that your legs should be flat and touching the ground. Then he does the same thing but going forward, and also uses the rubber band. Also just stretches his back as well. Pretty good one. I do those too. Then goes the most important part, your shoulders. Your shoulders should be very warmed up, because your shoulders, they have all the tension when you're punching. Like the shoulders are the most important part of a boxer. So here he works out with the rubber band, warming up with the rubber band for shoulders. Various types of exercises, really effective ones. I don't have rubber band, but there's plenty more exercises that you can do even without rubber band. So here he is doing a really very good exercise. He says that it's good for rotational punching, rotational movements. He warms up like this, so when he is punching like hooks or punches from under like uppercuts, you don't get injured. He is like warming up the front of his shoulder. So he just attached the rubber band to the wall and starts to do this exercise. Then this is the just default workout when you swing your arms forth and backwards. I do this most of the time. This is enough for me. It warms up your shoulders pretty good. Then of course you warm up your elbows, your wrists, and everything like that. It goes on. Then after having a stretching, after having a warm-up, he does 1 to 3 rounds of shadow boxing. He mentions that when you're doing the shadow boxing, you shouldn't be very rush, you shouldn't be throwing the punches fast. He says to pay attention, to throw everything smoothly, slowly, to pay attention to your footwork and just be relaxed and just keep on imitating punching the heavy bag. I mean, just do the punching motions and warm up your body, your shoulders as well. You will pay attention, you will see that the way he throws the punches really slow, smooth, and it's just looks pretty good. Oh yeah, here he says that you have to tuck your chin and just work with single punches mostly and just warm up. Like you don't need to throw a lot of punches when shadow boxing. You need to be smart and just use your ring IQ and throw certain combinations. He says that in the shadow boxing you need to pay focus for straight punches most of the time. Throw more straight punches and use the footwork exactly perfect with your punching rhythm. So yeah, then after shadow boxing, he has the main part of his workout is 5 rounds of heavy back work. All the 5 rounds are different. So in the first round, he says that he works for 3.5 minutes. I'm pretty much sure 3 minutes gonna be enough for everyone. I do 3 rounds. The first round, he throws only single punches, whether it's single hook, single cross, jab. So you do everything, you throw all the single punches, fast single punches. So here he just throws rear, cross, and you can hear the sound of the punches, like whipping punches. So basically he said that the heavy back workout, you start like you go from the easy and you go harder and harder. So the first round just single punches, you are just warming up. Then you rest for about 1 minute. The second round he says that he do 2-punch combination, any 2-punch combinations whether it's like 1-2 or 2-3. So basically only 2-punch combinations. So here rear back cross and then hook, double jabs, just regular 1-2s, double jabs, backhand, and just a simple 2-punch combination work. Then the third round, the things get a lot more harder. In the third round, he doesn't punch 3-punch combinations. What he does is he does 2 attacks. So first, he starts with the jab, he steps back and goes for the second combination. So there is a 2 combination in, how can I say, you just attack, you go back and attack again. And also he mentions that you need to pick 1 or 2 your favorite combinations and do them most. So you just learn them, you perfect them as well. He says that the punching should be perfect. You don't need to be rash. You need to do everything right and follow the technique. Don't be rash and do everything perfect. He says that you shouldn't be way too away from the heavy bag or way too close. You have to keep the pretty good distance and work on your technique. So as you guys can see, he just attacks with the jab, makes a step back and attacks with 2-punch combinations. It's a lot more harder. So you go in, out, and then in again. So here, just pay attention. Jab back to here. So he is just moving with the pendulum step and punching with the pendulum. So yeah, the fourth round gets even more harder. He says you punch, you make an attack, you go back, you make an attack again, you go back and you make the attack. So you do 3 attacks. All starts with pendulum. You go in, out, in, out, in. So basically just pendulum punching. Here you will see that he is like coming in, out, punching combinations. So this is the most hard part of the heavy back work because pendulum punching is pretty tough. You need to know the rhythm, the flow, how to punch. Dmitry Bivol, as you guys know, master of it. So as you guys can see, in and out movement, the most famous style of Dmitry Bivol here, and just you can do that too. So the last round of the workout is really different. It's called super round. The thing he does is for 1 straight minute, he explodes, he punches non-stop, then he rests for 30 seconds and he does that 3 times. So for 1 minute, he punches non-stop, 30-second rest, and then 1 minute again punching non-stop and 30-second rest. And he's saying that you shouldn't be just standing there and punching the heavy back non-stop. You need to pay attention to the combination, think about 1-2 combinations and do them. But the only thing, you need to do them fast and non-stop and just punching the heavy back consecutively. Like as you guys can see, he's punching more straight punches. using step back in between the punches and pendulum. This is very good work for your endurance and the durability. Also the cardio, very good one. So it's called a super round, super set. Basically it's back sprints. Then he is like resting for 30 seconds here. Moving back here and just goes for the second wave of the superset, the second minute. So here he goes the second minute, again, non-stop. With that he does 5 rounds of heavy back work, and the next main part and next phase of the body of the workout is working with a medicine ball. So here he says, he's explaining he gonna work with 6 kilogram medicine ball. He said that 6 kilogram is enough for people from starting from 75 kilograms to 95 kilograms. You don't need a lot more heavier than that. The perfect weight is like 5 to 6 kilograms. The importance of the workout with the medicine ball, he says that all the exercises they're gonna do are targeted with the structure of punching. So you do punching motions with the medicine ball. They do like straight punches, hooks, uppercuts. The good thing is just after a heavy back work, he says that it's a very nice, very best exercise to do with a partner after a heavy back work, because you're working on a punching motion. The structure of the workout is like you do punching motions with a medicine ball. And the first exercise, they start with throwing the straight punches. They just stand in their original stance and throw with their cross hand and then with the jab hand. As you guys can see, he explained that the ball shouldn't be flying on top like this. The ball should be, you have to throw it, that it has to be go like a cannonball, like straight in this direction. So you throw it with your legs as well. You need to use your legs in order to throw it straight and hard. Then he says after working 1.5 minutes, after throwing the medicine ball, you are gonna add some punches. So he's saying after throwing the medicine ball, you're gonna add some combinations like here. So here throw the ball and some combinations. And again, throwing the ball, some combinations. So you take that tension off of your hands. After 1.5 minutes, you start implementing combinations. So they're working 3 minutes, each exercise 3 minutes. There are 5 exercises, so 5 rounds. And the second round, second exercise is that he throws the medicine ball from his head from here. So you guys can see he says that your back should be straight. You need to help with your legs. You need to lift your heads and stand on your toes when you're throwing, so it's gonna be easier. Just use your legs and the motion of from the legs. Everything goes from the legs basically. So here he's explaining everything like that and just throwing the medicine ball. Pay attention to his legs. Boom. Then the third round, they're practicing the uppercuts. He's saying that you need to pay attention for your legs when throwing the uppercuts. Everything goes from the legs. You need to use your legs and throw the uppercuts. That way the ball goes much faster, much harder, and it's more effective. And then after 1.5 minutes, he says that you need to add the combinations. So from here, boom, he is using his legs. Just see, boom. He just shifts the weight and then throws the ball. And also he adds some combinations. Then after working for the uppercuts, the fourth round, they throw the ball from their chest. As you guys can see, he's throwing from his chest. The same thing, he says that you need to use your legs, like the motion starts from legs and just you throw it, that way ball goes faster. And he says that you don't need to be stiff. Your shoulders, your arms should be loose when you're throwing. You just throw everything and you just stand there relaxed. The being stiff is not an option, he says, and just throws the ball and adds some combinations after 1.5 minutes here. So it's a very work with the ball, very good. I really enjoyed working in the morning with a partner, but you cannot do this workout solo. The 5 rounds of when you work with the medicine ball, you need somebody to throw the ball with, you need a partner. And the last round, we worked with straight punches and uppercuts. Now he says that he needs to work with hooks. Hooks are gonna be a lot more harder. You need to use the rotation of your upper body and also your legs. So it's gonna be, when you're throwing in a hook motions, ball can go to the left or right, so you need to be really precise with your movements so the ball goes straight. And also, as usual, after 1.5 minutes he adds the punches here, 1 punch, or 2 punch or 3 punch combinations. Then after that, this is pretty much the end of the workout. After working on the heavy bag and medicine ball, the muscles are really tensed up, they're stiff, and you always end your workout with stretching and just stretch your all of the muscles. For example, if your muscles of your legs did the most work in the workout, you stretch them. So later on, then the day after, your muscles are not gonna be sore, and you won't have cramps. So after workout, Bivol loves to work with the rubber band. Here, he just attached the rubber band to the wall, put it on his hands, and starts stretching his back, his legs, his shoulders, and everything like that. He says that if you change where you stand, every part of your body gonna stretch. So he stands like this, his back stretches. He changes the position, his shoulder is stretching. So basically, he just stretches everything that did the most work in a workout, like he did heavy back work and threw the medicine ball. So basically, he just stretches his shoulders, arms, his back, and some of his legs. And with that, he finishes his workout. Very good workout, 1.5 minute workout. If I were you, I would try it today. And I myself tried in the morning, and it's probably one of the best workouts, guys. It has everything. It has heavy back work, shadow boxing, and the best thing is medicine ball, because you practice the punching motions. Punching motions is the most effective one. Like exercises, there are many exercises. When you do them, you don't do punching motions. You do just either you pull or you push. So you need to do mostly punching motion exercises, and medicine ball is the most effective one. So with that, guys, I hope the video was really useful. I tried to translate everything in a perfect way. Of course, there are like subtitles and everything like that, but subtitles don't get you the real translation and the real the subtitles don't get you the real point of what he's saying. For example, I'm from Kyrgyzstan. Russian is my second language, and I understand it fluently, and I can understand what he is talking about. Everything he talks about is really important, so I try to give everything what he said in English. So basically, guys, if the video was useful, let me know. This is like very perfect workout for everybody who trying to learn the Soviet style. I saw this video months ago, but I didn't really done the workout. But yesterday I watched the video. I watched what he said, what Bivol said about the techniques, the proper way of how to do them. And I was really shocked the way he is like explains everything. He has like a coach. He has a really good coach mindset. I bet if Bivol becomes a coach, he's gonna be a top coach. So basically, thanks for watching the video, and I will see you in the next one.